Hi, welcome to Just Show Up video blog. It has been a long time since I've done one of these, but I just had to share with you this one young woman's struggle, because I believe that many of you might have the same issue and you might have questions out there, and I hope just with the little nugget of information I can give you today that it might help you in your own search. Today is dealing with what denomination is it that God is calling me to be. You know, we are all Christian, and I think being Catholic, I believe that one of the unfortunate things in being Catholic is that a lot of the other denominations have a lack of knowledge and understanding about our Christian faith, about our sacraments and our beliefs. And I think sometimes that lack of knowledge causes them to almost be fearful of what it is that maybe our Catholic faith has to offer. And then I won't ignore, on the other hand, what is going on in the media and what's been going on the past few years and how humans make mistakes. And yeah, the Catholic Church has many people that have made some bad decisions and have made many mistakes. And I think sometimes that pushes people away. But see, the core of our faith, the sacraments, what we believe, the Eucharist, the source and summit of our Catholic faith, that is what draws us near. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read you this letter. Please stay with me. It is a little bit long, but I think that many of you might understand what her own struggle is. I read your book about a year ago and felt extremely touched by it. Although I have not had to deal with the same type of struggles as you have, I have a struggle of my own, and I am in need of some insight and advice that hopefully you can help me with. I am currently a freshman at a university, and here is a little bit about my faith background. I am currently a member of a Protestant church and enjoy both traditional and contemporary services. Growing up, I always had a respect for the Catholic Church, but never took the time to understand it. During my junior year of high school, I began dating a guy. We are still good friends, but no longer exclusively a couple. He is Catholic, and while we are dating, I attended his youth group in Mass and loved being around Catholic youth for the first time. Though at first a bit uncomfortable and lost in the Mass, I eventually began to learn and understand, and it grew on me. But during that time of confusion, I had a lot of anxiety and frustration. I remember crying over the divide between the Catholic and Protestant church. Of course, the bedrock is the same, but there are distinct differences. When my family caught on that I was spending a lot of time at the Catholic Church, they began to debate me on the differences, assuming I was now an expert on Catholic beliefs, but I really didn't know much. After a while, I had to ask myself, what is my motivation? I know my spiritual life and eternal destiny are way more important than friends and a boyfriend. I attended a Catholic youth conference with my boyfriend and enjoyed spending more time with Catholics my age. I loved that being at a Catholic gathering geared towards my generation was still interwoven with beautiful tradition. It was then that I first began to question, what if I am truly being called to be Catholic? What a crazy idea. A few weeks later, my mom accidentally came across my journal from the event and read some of what I had written. She talked to me about it, and I know that she loves me more than I will ever know, and that everything she says is out of concern and love for me. Still, she has repeatedly asked me, are you going to become Catholic? I won't be able to take communion at your wedding, or a grandbaby's baptism, or confirmation. As you can tell, this is a very strong struggle for her. I love my family, and I want to honor them. Exploring the Catholic faith is something I haven't been able to share with them, and it's very lonely that way. I never want to do anything that would hurt them or alienate them, which brings me back to why do I even have this crazy idea? Am I being selfish or rebellious for pursuing this for the wrong reasons? Or am I pursuing this for the wrong reasons? Why can't I just be happy as a Protestant and get on with my life? I have always questioned things, and my mom says I see things through the back door, exploring all aspects of the situation. For the past 2 years, I have been sitting on the fence about this, and my bottom is getting sore. I know that I can't sit on the fence forever. Right now, I have a foot on each side, attending church with my family while looking over at the Catholic side of the pasture, wondering what all there is to explore and what beauty I have yet to discover. I have thought about joining RCIA, which is the Rite of Christian Initiation. But internet exploration only goes so far. So I know that my family thinks that I have dropped the whole Catholic thing since I broke up with my boyfriend. But I don't know how to tell them, except that RCIA is also for Protestants who are interested in learning more about the Catholic faith. I just want to learn. I can't reject something I don't fully understand. I remember reading in your book about your time as a child in the Protestant church. What brought you back to the Catholic faith? Or what are some of the main things that you love about the Catholic Church? And do you have any suggestions dealing with confused and concerned family members? Do you have any advice on how to continue exploring the Catholic faith? Thank you for taking the time to read this very long email. If by replying by video is easier, I will go watch your response. I pray that God will continue to bless you in all that you do. Your sister in Christ, Searching. Well, I want you all to know that I did answer her via email. But as I said earlier, I wanted to share her dilemma with you because I feel like there might be others out there who might be Protestant but are just interested and curious in the Catholic faith. Or possibly, maybe you were raised Catholic and now you've gone on to a different Protestant faith, but there's something inside of you that's calling you back. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this in the beginning, but I do want to say I'm not here to try to convert the masses to the Catholic faith. That is not what I would want to do at all. We are all Christian. What I would like to see, though, for those that have been baptized into the Catholic faith and might have gone on to another Christian denomination, I would love for you to come back. Just come back to a Mass. Come back and get into RCIA with other people that are interested in learning more about the whys. Why do we do what we do? Why do we have these beliefs? What are our sacraments about? The answer that I gave this young woman is to first absolutely love your family and respect them. But be honest with them and say, I am just wanting to know more. I just want to know more. I don't think that she should hide looking into the Catholic Church. I know that it will hurt her parents if they're worried and concerned about the fact that they wouldn't be able to participate in the sacraments that the Catholic Church holds. Now that is a very long issue and one that I just don't feel that I should go into today. But yes, the Catholic Church believes in certain sacraments and that to receive them you have to have gone through the rite of that initiation into the Catholic faith to receive them. But that doesn't mean that we exclude people, that we include people. Anybody is welcome to the Mass. Anybody is welcome. You just can't receive the Eucharist. She asked me, what was the main thing? What's the most important thing about my Catholic faith? And I'll tell you it's that, the Eucharist, the source and summit of our Catholic faith. We believe in the Eucharist that Christ is the body and blood, that He is in the Eucharist. There is a presence within that Eucharist, and I would not want to walk away from that. And I readily receive it when I go to Mass. And then all the other sacraments. The sacrament of reconciliation, the sacrament of marriage, the sacrament of healing. There are so many blessed things about our Catholic Church, and this could be an hour-long presentation for me to truly delve into them. But see, Searching, you are already headed in the right direction. Go to RCIA, attend those classes, ask the questions. There's no stupid, ignorant, little question to ask. Ask them all. Talk about the things that trouble you. Maybe the things that you are hearing about in the media. Talk to the teachers about that. Let's really figure out what the truth is about this Catholic faith. And in the end, once you've been to RCIA, you can make the adult decision. What is it that God is calling for you to do? You are a Christian. You have accepted Him into your heart. You are following Him and you have a relationship with Him. So that's what makes this a struggle. Where should your home be? I'm not going to tell you that absolutely it should be with the Catholic Church because you have your family that's in the other Protestant church. And it might be that God just wants you to fully know more about the Catholic faith so that maybe you could help and educate those in your family. It might be that you might help educate so many of the Protestant faiths that maybe it could start helping bridge the gaps and draw us all together as one true Christian faith and church. I pray for all of you that are struggling with this same issue, that you will give the Catholic Church the chance to at least delve into it and to know more before backing away because it just seems too daunting and it seems too strange. You've entered a Mass and you have no idea what's going on. I tell you, there is so much richness and tradition and beauty within the Catholic Mass and with all the sacraments that we have. You know, for all of you searching, that's God in your heart. And I just say you keep searching and you keep asking those questions. I ask every day. I ask every day, and I pray that I will continue searching for the rest of my life to continue growing in my faith and my relationship with Him. This means that you are very close to Him and He loves you. And I thank you all for this time and spending this moment with me. And I pray that if you have any other questions, please feel free to email me at shannonmdietz@gmail.com. Thank you.